Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive. This one is going to be a little different.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to explore this idea of resilience, like bouncing back from challenges and hardships,
right.
but we're going to do it through a symphonic metal song.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, no, I know when you think metal, you don't always think hope and resilience, right?
Yeah, haha. Not usually the first thing that comes to mind.
But trust me on this, the song we are looking at today, it really packs a punch.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What song is it?
It is Rise of the Forgotten by Phantom Legacy.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Whoa, get ready for some epicness. Symphonic metal, it's like all about drama.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Drawing on mythology and these like larger than life stories.
Right.
And it makes for a really intense listening experience.
Yeah, it definitely pulls you in.
So the genre itself kind of sets the stage for exploring these themes of struggle and triumph.
I see. So the music itself is already kind of setting the tone. Exactly. And the lyrics in Rise of the Forgotten, man, they dive right in. Well, like the opening lines.
Okay.
Through silent nights I walk alone, a fading past carved into stone. It's like right away we get this picture of someone who's isolated, burdened by the past.
Yeah, that's a really strong image, like carrying this weight around.
Right. But then things shift.
Oh.
Yeah. We get this fire imagery. Through cursed flames I rise anew, a light denied still burning through.
That's powerful.
It is. And fire, man, it has so many symbolic meanings, right? Like purification, transformation.
Absolutely. Like the phoenix rising from ashes, right? That classic image of renewal.
Exactly. But in the song, I feel like it goes even deeper than that.
How so?
It's connecting that fire imagery to those times when we feel broken down, maybe even defeated.
Yeah, those rock bottom moments.
But then we find a way to use that experience, the pain, to transform ourselves.
You make something new, to grow from it.
Yes. It's not just about enduring the pain, it's about being forged by it.
Right, coming out stronger on the other side.
And there's this one line, my will remains forged in fire.
Oh, wow.
Gives me chills every time.
Yeah, that's powerful. It really captures that essence of resilience.
And it's not like it's denying the struggle either, right?
No, definitely not.
The song acknowledges that there will be shadows, there will be setbacks, but it's about pushing through.
It's that interplay of light and darkness that I think makes it so relatable,
Absolutely. You see it in lines like, hope still shines where shadows fall. It's like, even in those dark moments, even when things seem bleak, there's still that potential for something better.
Yeah, that little flicker of hope.
Okay, so there's this line I keep coming back to, and I want to get your take on it.
Okay, sure.
Through fate's embrace, I'll stand tall.
Interesting.
To me, it has this defiant energy, like it's refusing to be a victim of circumstance.
Right.
It's saying, I'm going to own my journey, I'm going to face these challenges head on, and I'm going to stand tall through it all. What do you think?
I actually see it a bit differently.
Oh, really?
I think it's more about acceptance, not necessarily fighting fate,
Okay.
but recognizing that sometimes life just throws you curveballs.
Yeah.
And it's about finding that strength to stand tall within those circumstances,
Right.
to find a way to navigate those challenges without being completely broken by them.
That's interesting. I hadn't considered it that way.
Yeah, it's a subtle difference, but I think it speaks to a deeper level of resilience.
And it still speaks to that inner strength, right?
Absolutely. It's that core resilience to face whatever comes your way.
When I first heard this song, I thought it was just about headbanging,
Yeah, I can see that.
But listening closer, it struck me how much it resonated with my experience when I was starting my first business.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like the long nights, the feeling of being alone in the struggle, those moments where I wasn't sure if I could keep going.
Yeah.
This song, it's like a battle cry for anyone facing their own personal challenges.
It's giving us permission to feel those difficult emotions, isn't it?
Yeah. The fear, the doubt, the pain.
It's acknowledging that struggle is real.
But it's also reminding us that we have the strength to move through those emotions.
To keep going, to rise above those challenges.
That's so powerful.
Yeah.
And it all leads to this feeling of rebirth, of renewal at the end.
Yeah.
The song ends with, a star reborn through endless pain, through boundless dark, I'll rise again.
Oh, wow.
There's so much hope in that message of transformation.
It's a testament to the unyielding human spirit.
It makes me wonder, when you were going through tough times, what helped you find that strength to keep going? To ultimately rise again?
That's a great question. I think for me, it was about remembering my why.
Your why.
Yeah, like why was I doing what I was doing? What was that bigger vision I was striving for?
Oh, I see.
And also connecting with my support system,
Yeah.
the people who believed in me even when I doubted myself.
That's so crucial, right? We often think of resilience as this individual thing, but so much of it comes from community, from those connections that give us strength.
Absolutely. We don't have to go through it alone.
And this song, while focusing on this one character's journey, it hints at that interconnectedness too, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah. There's that underlying message that even though we might face challenges alone,
Yeah.
we don't have to go through them alone.
It's like we're all in this together.
Exactly. And I think that's a great place to pause for now.
Oh, yeah.
In the next part of our deep dive, we'll explore how this concept of resilience, inspired by Rise of the Forgotten, can extend beyond our own experiences
Okay.
and into our communities, even the world at large.
That sounds fascinating. I'm ready for part 2.
Thinking about drawing strength from others, it reminds me how music itself can be a source of resilience.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's actually research on how listening to certain types of music, it can release endorphins and reduce stress.
Right.
Have you ever noticed how certain songs can just like lift your mood
Oh, totally. For sure.
or help you cope with tough situations?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like music can tap into something deep within us.
Yeah, it's
It's
powerful.
giving us this boost when we need it most.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it's not just the lyrics either. It's the energy, the rhythm, the emotions that the music evokes.
It's like sonic fuel for our inner fire.
I love that. Sonic fuel, that's great.
Right.
And what's interesting about Rise of the Forgotten is how it combines that powerful, driving energy
Yeah.
with this message of transformation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about feeling good. It's about using those feelings to propel us forward.
To rise above the challenges, to grow.
Exactly.
It's like the song is saying, hey, it's okay to feel the pain, the struggle, the doubt,
Yeah.
but don't let those emotions paralyze you. Use them as fuel
To push through, to transform.
become something even stronger.
Speaking of facing challenges head on,
Yeah.
there's that line, remember? A fight within still raging on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It resonates with something you said earlier about acknowledging our struggles, not trying to suppress those difficult emotions.
Yeah, it's so important to let yourself feel it.
Right. It's like the song is giving us permission to feel that full range of emotions.
Totally.
Even the painful ones,
even the painful ones.
without letting them consume us.
It's about recognizing that the struggle is real, but it's also temporary.
And we have the power to move through it.
That's a really important point.
So much of resilience is about finding healthy ways to cope with those difficult emotions.
Right.
And for some people, music might be a powerful tool for that.
Definitely.
What about you? When you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, what are some things you do to tap into that inner resilience?
Well, aside from cranking up Rise of the Forgotten,
Of course, always a good option.
I find that getting out into nature really helps.
Oh, yeah,
Like hitting the reset button,
I get that.
There's something about being surrounded by trees, fresh air, the sounds of nature.
Yeah, just being in that environment.
It just calms my mind and helps me regain perspective.
What about you? What helps you?
For me, it's often about connecting with loved ones,
Oh, that's nice.
sharing a good laugh with friends, or having a heart-to-heart with a family member.
Yeah,
It reminds me that I'm not alone in whatever I'm going through.
yeah, that's so important.
And sometimes just having someone to listen without judgment,
Yeah,
it can make a world of difference.
you really can.
It's easy to isolate ourselves when we're struggling, but reaching out for support can be so powerful.
It's like that line in the song about hope shining where shadows fall. Sometimes that hope comes from the people around us,
Yeah.
those who remind us of our own strength and worth, even when we can't see it ourselves.
So true. It's that sense of community.
That interconnectedness
Yeah.
that can truly bolster our resilience.
And it brings us back to that idea that resilience isn't just this individual quality.
Right.
It's something that can be fostered and strengthened through our relationships with others.
It's like we're all part of this web of support,
Yeah.
lifting each other up when we stumble,
Yeah.
celebrating each other's triumphs.
I love that. It makes me think how this concept of resilience, as explored in Rise of the Forgotten,
Yeah,
it can extend beyond our personal lives,
absolutely.
We've talked about overcoming individual challenges,
Right.
but what about the challenges facing our communities,
Mm-hmm.
our societies, even the world at large?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Can this song offer any insights into navigating those larger scale struggles?
That's such an interesting question because on the surface,
Yeah.
it's a very personal song about one person's journey.
Right.
But when you look at those themes of transformation, of rising above challenges, of hope persisting even in darkness,
Yeah.
it does feel like there's a message there that could resonate on a much broader level.
Totally.
Absolutely. And I think that's what we'll explore in the final part of our deep dive.
Okay.
We'll take those powerful themes from Rise of the Forgotten and see how they might inspire us to think about resilience on a global scale, facing those collective challenges with the same courage, determination, and hope that the song embodies.
So we've been really deep diving into Rise of the Forgotten.
Yeah.
And it's striking me how, this song about one person's struggle, it can speak to these huge challenges like the ones we're facing as a global community.
Right.
It's like this reminder that even when things feel impossible, we still have that spark of resilience within us.
It is. It's interesting you say that.
Yeah.
I think the song actually gives us a framework for how we might approach these challenges.
It's okay.
Remember that line, "Through fate's embrace, I'll stand tall"?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
To me, it speaks to shifting from feeling like a victim to becoming an active agent of change.
I see.
It's about taking ownership,
Yeah.
of our role in shaping the future,
Right.
even when things are uncertain and difficult.
That's a powerful way to look at it.
It is.
It's like saying, okay, world, you're throwing some serious curveballs.
Yeah.
But I'm not just going to stand here and get knocked down. I'm going to stand tall and figure out how to navigate this.
Make a positive impact.
Yes,
And
exactly.
I know that can feel daunting,
Oh, for sure.
especially when we think about things like climate change or social injustice, those big problems.
Yeah.
But remember the fire imagery from the song.
Oh, yeah, the forged in fire and all that.
Right. It's not just surviving the heat. It's about being transformed by it.
Right, using it to become something new.
Yeah, something stronger, something better.
It makes me think of that saying, and this might sound cheesy,
Go for it.
but be the change you want to see in the world.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
It's easy to feel powerless sometimes with these huge problems.
Totally.
But the song reminds us that even small actions, when we all do them together,
Yeah,
they can spark huge change.
it can. It's like each act of resilience, each decision to stand tall and face a challenge,
Yeah.
it adds fuel to that fire
To that collective fire.
of positive transformation.
I love that imagery.
It's recognizing that we're not alone in this and our choices matter.
And music can be a part of that too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It connects people, inspires hope, gives voice to shared experiences.
It's like a soundtrack for building resilience.
Yeah, individually and collectively.
Exactly. Music can help us process emotions,
Oh, yeah.
fuel our energy and motivation, remind us that even in dark times,
Yeah.
there's beauty, there's connection, and there's a reason to keep fighting for a better world.
So as we're wrapping up this deep dive into Rise of the Forgotten, I'm left with this feeling of, well, not just hope, but responsibility too.
I get that.
It's like the song is a call to action,
It is.
reminding us that we all have a role to play in shaping a future
Yeah.
that's more resilient, more just, more hopeful.
Beautifully said. Resilience isn't about ignoring the challenges,
Right.
or pretending everything is fine. It's about facing them with courage, with compassion,
Yeah.
and a belief in our power to create change.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. It's been amazing exploring Rise of the Forgotten with you.
Thanks for having me. It's been a great conversation.
And to everyone listening, keep listening, keep learning, and keep that fire of resilience burning bright.